Good evening and welcome to the IHSCGA Week 3 Awards Ceremony for contests held yesterday on February 20th. Yesterday took us up north to Goshen High School, also down south to Terre, Haute South High School, and we also held our online virtual Week 3 contest. All in all, we had 52 wonderful groups perform, and they did an outstanding job. Before we present awards, let's talk about upcoming events within our season. First of all, we've already completed Week 1, which was at Anderson High School, Franklin Central High School, and also our virtual Week 1 competition. Week 2 took us to Westfield High School, Brownsburg High School, and our virtual Week 2 competition. That was last week. Yesterday, as just stated, we performed at Goshen High School, Terre Haute South High School, and our virtual Week 3 competition. Next week, we will travel to Fort Wayne for Carroll High School contest, also to Fortville for the Mount Vernon High School contest, and our virtual Week 4 contest. Entering into March 6th, we will travel to Hamilton Southeastern High School, Zionsville High School, and virtual Week 5 contest. On March 13th, back to Fort Wayne to Bishop Dwenger High School, down to Brazil, Indiana, at Northview High School, and our virtual Week 6 competition. We'll wrap up our regular season contest during Week 7 on March 20th at Plainfield High School, Decatur Central High School, and our virtual Week 7 contest. After March 20th, we will begin our state events. Our first state event will be held on March 27th, and that will be the IHSCGA Divisional Finals, and that is for all cadet and festival groups who wish to participate. That will be held at Franklin Central High School. Also, on the same date, March 27th, we will hold our IHSCGA Regional Class A State Championship, and that will be held at Greenwood High School. I must take a second and apologize. Last week, I mentioned that this contest was going to be held at Franklin Central High School, and I made a mistake on my locations. That will actually be held at Greenwood High School, so my apologies to the folks at Greenwood. And our final event, April 10th, will be IHSCGA Class A, Open Class, and World Class State Championships, and that will be held at Center Grove High School. So we look forward to all of those events. Now moving on to our awards. We'll first present awards in cadet class and also festival classes. Both cadet and festival class groups will receive a rating for their performance. That rating will be either a bronze, silver, or a gold rating. Our first group to perform in our Week 3 virtual contest is the Owen Valley Cadet, and they receive a bronze rating. Our final Week 3 virtual cadet group to perform is the Mater Dei Cadet Winter Guard, and they will receive a silver rating. Congratulations to our cadet groups that performed on the Week 3 virtual contest. Now we will move to the Goshen contest in cadet class. First group to perform was Penn Cadet, and Penn will receive a silver rating. Finally, we had the Carroll Cadet Guard, and Carroll will receive a silver rating. Congratulations to our groups at the Goshen contest. Finally, moving to the Terre Haute South contest, we had one group perform in cadet class, and that was the North Clay Cadet Corps, and North Clay will receive a silver rating. Congratulations to all of our cadet groups that performed yesterday. Moving to festival class, we had one group perform in festival class in Week 3 virtual competition. Norwell Junior Varsity will receive a silver rating. Congratulations to Norwell Junior Varsity. Moving to festival class at Goshen, we had several groups perform. Our first group to perform was the New Haven Winter Guard, and New Haven will receive a gold rating. Next up was Goshen JV2. Goshen JV2 receives a silver rating. Next to perform was Mishawaka High School, and Mishawaka High School will receive a silver rating. Next is Elkhart JV Winter Guard. Elkhart JV receives a gold rating. Next, we have Penn JV2 Winter Guard. Penn JV2 will receive a gold rating. Next up, Jimtown Junior Varsity Winter Guard. Jimtown Junior Varsity receives a silver rating. And our final group to perform in festival class at Goshen was the Fairfield JV Winter Guard. Fairfield JV will receive a silver rating. Congratulations to all of our festival class participants at Goshen at the Goshen contest. Also would like to recognize an exhibition performance, the Goshen Cadet Guard. Congratulations to all of those groups. Moving on to festival class at the Terre, Haute South contest. We had two groups perform. First up is the Southport High School Winter Guard. Southport High School receives a silver rating. And finally, Tri-West Blue Alliance Guard. Tri-West will receive a gold rating. Congratulations to our two festival class participants at Terre Haute South. Moving on to regional class, Regional A class. Groups in Regional A, Open, and World classes, if they place in the top 5, will receive placement awards. Those groups that do not place in the top 5 in their round will receive recognition of participation, and that recognition will be presented in performance order. First up, our Regional A class Week 3 virtual contest. We had 4 groups perform. In 4th place, with a score of 50.76, 50.76, Indian Creek Winter Guard. In 3rd place, with a score of 50.79, 50.79, Plymouth Winter Guard. In 2nd place, with a score of 62.26, 62.26, and also qualifying as a state finalist, Wrights Memorial High School. And in 1st place, with a score of 66.85, and also qualifying as a state finalist, Mater Dei High School Winter Guard. Congratulations to our Week 3 virtual contest participants. Next up, Regional A at Goshen. We had 10 groups perform. Our Round 1 participants. Recognition of participation goes to Knox High School Winter Guard. We'd also like to recognize for an outstanding performance, Angola High School Winter Guard. Next group recognized for an outstanding performance, Leo High School. Our next participant goes to Wayne High School Winter Guard. And our final recognition of participation goes to Bishop Dwenger Radiance Winter Guard. Congratulations to those groups. And now our Round 1 placements, actually our only round placements. In 5th place, with a score of 63.86 and qualifying for state finals, the Northwood High School Varsity Winter Guard. In 4th place, with a score of 65.9, 65.9, and qualifying for state finals, Goshen JV1. In 3rd place, also qualifying for state finals with a score of 69.16, 69.16, Fairfield Winter Guard. And in 2nd place, a state finalist with a score of 74.12, 74.12, Elkhart Varsity. And in 1st place, with a score of 75.45 and qualifying for state finals, Penn JV1 Winter Guard. Congratulations to our Regional A groups from the Goshen contest. Moving south to Terre Haute South contest. We had 8 groups perform in Regional A. Recognition of participation goes to the Terre Haute North Winter Guard. Also, recognition of participation for an outstanding performance goes to Bedford North Lawrence Varsity. And finally, recognized for their outstanding participation performance, Cloverdale High School Winter Guard. And now our placements for Regional A at Terre Haute South. In 5th place with a score of 56.33, Martinsville Varsity. In 4th place with a score of 58.07, the Decatur Central JV Guard. In 3rd place with a score of 58.1, Springs Valley Winter Guard. And in 2nd place with a score of 61.29, Edgewood High School Winter Guard. And in 1st place with a score of 63.29 and qualifying as a state finalist goes to West Vigo. Congratulations to our Regional A class groups from Terre Haute South. Moving on to Class A, I should mention groups that are mentioned as state finalists are the groups that met the cutoff for state finalists during the Week 3 contest yesterday. There may be some groups that already have qualified and may not be listed as a state finalist. This is for just the groups that met the cutoff yesterday. And I do understand some of those groups have already met the cutoff, so they're already state finalists. We're just recognizing them for their performance at the Week 3 contest. And now our Week 3 virtual contest participants in Class A. We had 1 group perform in Week 3 virtual Class A. In 1st place, with a score of 63.47, Norwell Varsity. Congratulations to Norwell Varsity. And now moving along to Class A at the Goshen contest. We had 2 groups participate. In 2nd place, with a score of 71.92, and qualifying as a state finalist, Concord Varsity. And in 1st place, with a score of 74.78, and qualifying also as a state finalist, Goshen Varsity. Congratulations to our Class A groups at Goshen. Moving on to the Class A event at Terre Haute South. We had 8 groups perform. Recognition of participation goes to the Whiteland Winter Guard. Also, recognition of participation going to Vincennes Lincoln High School. And finally, we would like to recognize for an outstanding performance, Owen Valley Varsity Guard. Congratulations to those 3 groups. And now our placement awards. In 5th place with a score of 61.56, Avon A. In 4th place with a score of 62.92, Mooresville High School Color Guard. In 3rd place with a score of 66.22, and qualifying as a state finalist, the Orleans Varsity Winter Guard. In 2nd place, with a score of 66.55, also qualifying as a Class A state finalist, the Northeastern Damsels. And finally, in first place with a score of 68.12, and qualifying as a state finalist, the Terre Haute South High School Winter Guard. Congratulations to our Class A groups at Terre Haute South. Also would like to recognize for an outstanding exhibition performance from Danville, Indiana, One Light. Moving on to open class. Open class at the Goshen contest. We had two groups perform. In second place, with a score of 67.4, and qualifying as a state finalist, the Penn Varsity Winter Guard. And in first place, with a score of 69.6, and qualifying as a state finalist, Homestead High School Color Guard. Congratulations to our open class groups at Goshen. Also would like to recognize for an outstanding exhibition performance, Goshen Percussion. And in world class, we had one group perform in week 3 virtual in world class, placing in first place with a score of 70.2, and qualifying as a state finalist, Northview High School. And finally, world class at the Terre Haute South contest. Also one group performing in first place with a score of 82.4, and qualifying as a state finalist, Avon High School World. Congratulations to all groups that performed yesterday. Our current list of state finalists, if you see a star next to any of those groups' names, that means they qualified for the first time at yesterday's week 3 competition. So congratulations to all of these groups. And that concludes our week 3 awards ceremony. Please join us next week for the week 4 awards ceremony, which will take place on Sunday, February 28th at 6 o'clock p.m. We hope you guys have a great week.